Good afternoon, and welcome to the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy hooding ceremony. My name is Abir Al-Alfi, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs and Professor of the School of Pharmacy. As a reminder, please make sure to turn off or silence your cell phones. We also ask that you refrain from any flash photography. Graduates will also be moving through the aisles during the ceremony, so please remain in your seats and out of the aisles. Class of 2025, congratulations, you did it. You should be very proud. We are proud of each and every one of you. Today marks not just the end of a rigorous academic journey, but the beginning of a lifelong commitment to care, integrity, and excellence. Not only did you make it through the competitive world of pharmacy school, but you also managed to excel through the long sleepless nights, the 10 hours a week of integrated sequence classes, the long list of adverse effects of neurology IS course, sorry about that, the hectic schedule, the exams, re-exams. Yes, it was a challenge, but you managed to strive for excellence. And through hard work and perseverance, you did it. And it was all worth it. I commend you on your achievement. Keep it up and remain open to learning, for learning is a lifelong path, and you have just taken your first few steps. So congratulations. I would like to take a moment to thank the members of the amazing administrative team at the School of Pharmacy, the Office of Student Affairs, especially Ms. Kendra Kalsher. Without their contributions to events like this, and the work they do for our students and faculty, we would not be here in this moment. Thank you. Class of 2025, you did it, and today we are joined by your family and friends who have supported you over the past 3 years of your pharmacy journey. Family, friends, loved ones, you are an essential part of this success. I tell my kids, you owe me 50% of every certificate and degree that you took. So family, yes, you have 50% of that Form D. Thank you. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. I'm excited to welcome members of the MCW community, our faculty, staff, and administrators who work tirelessly to help you succeed. Please join me in acknowledging our School of Pharmacy community. As we always say, it takes a village. I would like to thank our colleagues at Frederick Hospital, Children's Wisconsin, and as a Blocky VA, as well as members of the healthcare community who are in attendance from our partners across Southeast Wisconsin, including our pharmacy preceptors, corporate partners, and academic partners. On behalf of the School of Pharmacy, thank you for all the roles you've played in our student success. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Dean George McKinnon, founding Dean and Professor of the MCW School of Pharmacy.
Thank you, Dr. Alfai. Welcome, family, friends, guests, faculty, colleagues, and yes, soon to be graduates of this doctoral hood ceremony of the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy. We are delighted that you have been able to join us here today personally or virtually on the MCW campus as you see it. To our graduates, today represents the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, persistence from all of you in pursuit of your doctor of pharmacy in not 4, but 3 years. You represent the 6th cohort of graduating PharmDs here at the MCW School of Pharmacy. When we established the School of Pharmacy in 2015, we set out to develop and deliver an innovative PharmD curriculum to produce graduates that embody our vision of pharmacists of the future, yet ready for practice today. I subscribe that we have indeed delivered on this promise as exemplified through each of you. When you joined us in July of 2022, our country was well into the COVID-19 pandemic. Our pharmacy profession stepped forward and took action. Many do not realize that more than 60% of COVID-19 vaccinations administered in the United States have been through the oversight and engagement of the pharmacy profession. Following APHA's immunization training in your first academic year back in August of 2022, many of you participated in immunization efforts. Not many student pharmacists across the country can say they began direct patient care within 12 weeks of beginning their PharmD journey. Soon you will officially join the admirable profession of pharmacy that has existed for centuries across the world. And I am confident that the traits you have honed here in the acquisition of knowledge, skills, and abilities will serve you well as you embark upon your professional careers as healthcare providers. Our vision statement in the School of Pharmacy is an ambitious one: to engage learners, practitioners, and researchers to transform healthcare through the continuum of discovery and advancement of innovative pharmacy practice and patient care models. Frankly, there are too many words for me to remember, as you might imagine. So we adapted 4 simple words from this statement that are emblematic of all that we do in the School of Pharmacy: learn, innovate, engage, and advocate. In fact, these 4 words are on the back of our business cards. Let me share you my thoughts on these 4 action-oriented words that may guide you as you move forward from the family to soon-to-be alumni. First, learn. You completed your Doctor of Pharmacy in 3 years, placing you in the category of about 10% of PharmD graduates nationwide. Almost 75% of you are pursuing postgraduate training, resulting in an amazing 91% placement rate from programs from Wisconsin to Colorado to Mississippi to Pennsylvania. Others have chosen the direct-to-career path, our DTC, with most of you having secured employment in several states, including Wisconsin. All paths chosen are to be celebrated and appreciated. It's not the first step that matters, but the subsequent ones thereafter. Continue to learn, and after you venture away from MCW, remember you are doctorally educated and know more about medications than any other health profession. Embrace this knowledge and your role and responsibility within. Ensure medications are prescribed and used appropriately among your colleagues, patients, and yes, your family members too. Yet knowledge is not stagnant. You need to remain informed of new emergent therapies and guidelines. Also, continue to hone your skills, such as medication injections with immunizations and other medications, as well as point-of-care testing, and also begin to add new skills. Second word, innovate. You have spent the last 3 years at one of the most innovative PharmD programs in the United States. And I can say this from my perspective as chair of the Council of Deans with the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy, where I have the incredible opportunity and privilege to lead key initiatives that involve our other 140 schools of pharmacy through this council. As I say in reference to the play Hamilton, the room where it happens, our school is the place where it happens. Our innovative curriculum is exemplified by a number of things: the 3-year curriculum, the pass-fail grading system, introductory clinical rotation in your first 2 years, culminating in 560 hours of internship that results in 2,000 hours by the time you graduate. It required interprofessional rotation with nurses, physician assistants, and other providers. Analyzing your own pharmacogenomic testing results. In fact, this was just featured on a Spectrum News story by one of your graduates here. And lastly, our 4 concentrations in the PharmD program. In fact, 12 of you have elected to complete a concentration during your PharmD program that is recognized in your transcript, but more importantly, in preparing you for your direct-to-career placement or postgraduate training. Engage, third. Bring an attitude of engagement. Throughout our engagement over the years here in Wisconsin, by several in attendance today, we were successful in having Governor Evers sign legislation in 2021 that recognized pharmacists as healthcare providers under Medicaid. This is a growing trend among states, allowing for and reimbursing healthcare services provided by a pharmacist. Wisconsin is about a dozen states that allows that through Medicaid. Another example of engagement collaboration was how your class was allowed to take the MPJE, the Jurisprudence Wisconsin Law exam, before graduation as part of a pilot. After MCW met with the Secretary of Department of Safety and Professional Services back in December 2023, and then the National Boards of Pharmacy. Only 2 states have accomplished this. In fact, I just had a call this week with the Consortium of Ohio Colleges of Pharmacy, which numbers 7, as they're interested in pursuing this as well. These are but examples of engagement of School of Pharmacy leaders in collaboration with others both in Wisconsin and across the United States. So certainly engagement may require you to get outside your comfort zone and try new approaches. As I stated in PharmD seminar, words do matter. So choose appropriate vernacular when engaging with other providers, legislators, payers, clinicians, and patients alike. And remember, individuals, and you heard this today, some of you, often say yes more often than no. And lastly, advocate. Moving forward, you must advocate for team-based approaches to healthcare. In 2023, the former US FDA Commissioner, Dr. Scott Gottlieb, commented on the essential role of the pharmacist. I think that's really going to be a cultural change that going forward, more people will look to the pharmacy to get more routine healthcare. As one of the most accessible healthcare providers in our communities, I see the emergence of the community-located primary care pharmacy practice model embodied as the front door to healthcare, led by many of you in the future as primary care pharmacist practitioners in pharmacies, possibly as close to Smith Pharmacy in Little Chute, Wisconsin. I too envision models of care will be common and expected to have embedded pharmacists in ambulatory clinics and providing telehealth services managing high-cost, complex medication therapies, as many of you observed with our clinical partners that were just mentioned today. Simply stated, where there are medications in use, there needs to be pharmacists involved, period. Yet today, there's a tremendous public health risk to society as online retailers hawk unfettered access to medications via remote prescribing by remote prescribers, all delivered at the convenience of your door, sitting outside in uncontrolled temperatures and environments. As someone who's lived in Arizona and Wisconsin, I can truly relate to the temperature extremes that these medications can be exposed to. With these online retailers, who assesses appropriateness of therapy, how these medications are consumed, think about injectables, let alone the myriad of potential drug-drug interactions, drug-gene interactions that you've learned about, and yes, polypharmacy issues. So more is not always better. So in your advocacy efforts, don't take no response from someone who's not empowered to tell you yes. Keep advocating. And so now, I'm very grateful and humbled to introduce the President and CEO of the Medical College of Wisconsin, Dr. John R. Raymond Sr., as it was through his vision and dedication that we are assembled here today. President Raymond had the fortitude to recognize that the Medical College of Wisconsin could play a greater role in the education and transformation of future healthcare providers throughout the state by the creation of regional campuses in Green Bay and Wausau, by offering medical education locally. His vision continued with the establishment of the School of Pharmacy in 2015. Please join me in welcoming Dr. John R. Raymond to the podium for his remarks.
Before I start my prepared remarks, I want to say that we all, as healthcare professionals, need to learn something new every day. Dr. El-Alfi said that you were supposed to give half of whatever it is, I guess you earn, to your parents. I need her to talk to my kids because they think I'm supposed to give them half of what I earn. Anyway, I want to just start by saying thank you for choosing MCW. You took a little bit of a risk. Dr. McKinnon is an innovator, and we've given him the platform to really do some amazing things, not only to transform the way that we deliver pharmacy education, but to transform the profession itself. And you're part of that transformation. So truly, you have made MCW what it is and what we will be. And I hope going forward that we will have shaped what you are and what you will be going forward. So I want to just add my congratulations and welcome to all of our degree candidates and their loved ones who've traveled from near and far to share this momentous and really joyful occasion. At this afternoon's hooding ceremony, we're here to celebrate the individuals who've earned the PharmD degree, the highest academic degree offered by Medical College of Wisconsin's School of Pharmacy. And this meaningful and poignant conclusion to your years of education in this School of Pharmacy is really very much appreciated and valued by all of us. Now, the hooding ceremony holds special meaning for our degree candidates, and it really is an acknowledgement and a testament to mentorship. The simple act of placement of a hood on each student signifies the completion of an ambitious intellectual journey that you took in partnership with our faculty and with your fellow students and our staff. I have no doubt that all of these PharmD candidates do appreciate the roles that their advisors, faculty, peer, family, friends, staff have played in helping them to achieve these academic milestones. And our candidates also know, as I said earlier, you really have enriched our institution, all of your colleagues and your mentors by your hard work, your perseverance, collaboration, and your unwavering dedication to excellence. With that in mind, please join me in thanking all those who make it a priority to inspire and encourage our students. And so students, please give a round of applause for everybody that helped you get here. So as you leave MCW and go on to make the world a better and more interesting place, I encourage you also to serve as mentors to those who follow behind you. And it is, again, an extraordinary honor and a privilege for me to address you at this defining moments in your lives. And as George said, one of the first things that I said during my interview to be president here in 2010 was that we needed a school of pharmacy. And it took Dr. McKinnon to be able to make that happen, and I'm eternally grateful to him, and I'm eternally grateful to all of you for making this school one of the best and most innovative schools of pharmacy in the country. So thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to handing you your degrees tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, President Raymond. He's not leaving because of anything I said, I hope, but rather he has another hood-in ceremony to get to. This will be his second. He has one more. It'll be a third. So again, thank you. So now I'm really delighted with my next introduction, which is our keynote speaker. And I'm very pleased to introduce Dr. Michael D. Hogue, Executive Vice President and Chief Executive Officer of the American Pharmacists Association. So incidentally, as I mentioned earlier today, he represents the 4th CEO of a national pharmacy organization that's been on our campus to present to our PharmD students. So we, in fact, have attracted interest at our program. As you can read in his biography in the program, there's a fair amount of accolades that he's accomplished, but for those attending virtually, let me share some brief highlights. Prior to becoming CEO of APHA, he was dean and a colleague at the pharmacy at Loma Linda University in California. He is a native of Southern Illinois and a graduate of Sanford University in Alabama with both a bachelor's in pharmacy and PharmD degrees. He completed a 1-year residency, executive residency in association management through the American Pharmacy Association. He has had more than 25 years of experience in community practice as both a pharmacy owner, staff pharmacist, as well as an ambulatory care provider in family and preventive medicine. I believe I've known Michael for this 25-year period. He served on the original task force of APHA's pharmacy-based immunization delivery program, this national certificate program for pharmacists and pharmacy technicians, which has now trained over 500,000 professionals in the United States, including our own students here. That in itself would be an accomplishment, Michael, by which you could retire, but I know that's not the case. And so he's passionate, and he's an effective advocate for advancing the practice model of pharmacy. And this is most evident at the APHA national meeting in Nashville, Tennessee that we had, where we offered a physical assessment training program for pharmacists led by our interdisciplinary team of MCW School of Pharmacy faculty and School of Medicine faculty at that meeting. So please join me in welcome Dr. Hogue to the dossier.
Thank you so much, Dean McKinnon, and it really is an honor and a privilege to be with you all today. I'll apologize to the folks on the right that I'll probably spend a little more time focused to the people on the left, the graduates, so that I can speak directly to you. This really does represent the highest moment in the college experience. I mean, stop and think about it. It's the culmination of everything that you have toiled for. It's the thing that you have lost many nights' sleep for. It's the end of an incredible experience, the laughs, and probably a few tears. I see some smiles. Most of you have attended a convention or two in pharmacy, I would suspect, and for some of you, this probably represents an accomplishment for which you're the very first person in your family to achieve. For others, generations of your family have walked across this very stage or regardless of how you got here, doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter really what you had to do to get here, because today you are here. Congratulations. Now, today I stand before you not just to offer some congratulations, but to welcome you to one of the oldest and most noble professions that you could have chosen. It's a profession that's been my home now for more than 30 years. I won't give the exact number, but it's more than 30, and one that you should be very proud to be a part of. Part of what makes this profession so great is our call to treat all of humanity. In the words of Hippocrates, wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. So please, no matter what your practice setting, do not lose sight of the most important people in your career, your patients. Now, I want to keep this brief because I don't think anybody's here to sit around and listen to long speeches. It's nobody's favorite thing to do, but I do want to try to say some things that I hope that you will internalize and actually remember after today. I'm going to be very transparent with you and share some personal reflections about my own career and my own journey. Some of the things I'm going to talk to you about today are things that you didn't hear about in your curriculum in pharmacy school, and you might not have had this frank conversation with anyone in pharmacy at all to this point. So it's my journey, and I will tell you, I'll be a little bit blunt, and I hope that's okay. First truth, 3 I will share with you today, but the first truth I want to share with you, you do not have to have it all figured out. Let me just say that one more time. You do not need to have it all figured out for your future today. So many of you have been programmed to think that if you didn't get perfect grades, or you didn't get a certain internship experience, or you didn't match for a certain residency, or you didn't get a specific job, or you didn't get this thing or that thing, that everything's going to come crashing down on you and your future isn't going to be what you planned. And let me tell you, that's the problem. Your planned future really isn't your likely future at this stage. In fact, a number of you in this graduating class, I would say there's probably not more than 3 of you who will be doing 10 years from now what you think you're going to be doing today as you sit in this seat. There might be 1 or 2 of you. I'm not saying this to dash anybody's hopes and dreams. You should have your hopes and dreams. But I'm saying this because you need to take off the unrealistic pressure and expectations. We as a society put too many of these unrealistic expectations on each other and on ourselves, and it's not necessary. There are too many things in life that are out of our control. So my experience is you need to have a general idea of the direction that you're headed in, and you should pursue that direction. But you should be willing to take whatever door is open to you. I know when I was your age and stage in career that being the CEO of APHA was not on my radar. I didn't even know what that was. My only goal was to own my own pharmacy, which is a wonderful goal, and I did that. I had the opportunity to do that. But then life took me in all kinds of directions and doing all kinds of things that I never even knew were possible. So I would just say there are going to be many doors open to you in the coming months and years. Say yes and walk through them and see where life's journey takes you. It might just be a little bit better than the journey that you thought you were going to go on yourself. So now for my second truth. Pursue excellence in absolutely everything you do. I grew up on a small farm in southern Illinois. Yes, that is where this wonderful accent came from. And it was reinforced with 27 years in Alabama. And now, believe it or not, my primary home is in Southern California. I tell people that's where this accent came. They don't believe it. Okay. My village was a little closer to Birmingham, Alabama than Chicago, which is why I wound up at Sanford. I'm the child of a brick mason and a secretary. We grew our own food in our own garden. We raised our own animals. We ate in a restaurant just once a year. Mother's Day meant a trip to the local KFC, so my mom didn't have to cook. When we were in middle school, Mom and Dad finally decided that we would go on a family vacation. We drove to our destination. We ate food that we packed in coolers for the entire week, still not eating in a restaurant. Why? We couldn't afford it. Neither of my parents attended college. My grandmother made it through just the 4th grade. But my parents knew that they wanted something else for my sister and for me. They didn't have a plan. They just had an idea that college might be in our future, even if they had no way to pay for it. So I tell you that to say that these principles I'm sharing with you are principles that I've applied in my own life, and I think they've worked. I've known my general direction. I've stayed committed to my values, and let me not miss that point. You have to stay true to your values, and there will be times when the world will push you to compromise your values and your ethics. Don't do it. Stay true to yourself. I've done my very best to do everything I did in the moment with excellence. One of my very first jobs, I love telling this part of the story, was to cut button brush. Does anybody know what that is? Probably not. You shouldn't. My job was to cut button brush in a canoe trail in the southernmost swampland of Illinois for the Illinois Department of Natural Resources. Now just imagine this for a moment. Me walking waist deep through a swamp with a machete in my hand. This sounds like a TLC show, doesn't it? And then snakes and God only knows what else lurking beneath the water, and I'm cutting through. But I said I was going to be excellent in everything I did, even if it was things that I didn't want to do. But I decided if there was going to be a canoe trail in that swamp, that it was going to be the best darn canoe trail that ever existed. So I worked with excellence. Well, funny story, right? But the truth of the matter is, think about how that compares to where you are today. So many in our profession and in healthcare in general have let their circumstances and their surroundings define who they are. I want you to really get this point. Yes, life is tough. There are factors that are incredibly unfair that you're going to encounter. And yes, it is true, pharmacy is not always fun. There are some long days and hard decisions that you have to make. Some of the things that we encounter are out of our control. Now, should we fight to make them better? Of course. Should we use these unfair things like lack of PBM reform or unfair treatment by employers or lack of recognition of our training to prevent us from providing the very best care to our patients? Well, absolutely not. Too often I see pharmacists, physicians, nurses, and others confuse their current circumstances with their calling. You were called to this work, and that calling demands excellence. You've just finished a very demanding academic program where you've given excellence. Don't take your foot off of the gas now. Continue to give excellence from this point forward. Well, now the third and final. Just prior to the pandemic, I was sitting in my office in California when I received a phone call from a former student. I'm always happy to get calls from former students, and I'm old enough now that there's enough of them that it happens a little bit more frequently than it used to. But she had described to me a very difficult situation. She had been employed by a closed-door pharmacy that had gone out of business. Now, this was right before the pandemic, but I want you to think a little bit about, as I tell this story, what's happening around us in the world today. Difficult personal circumstances meant that she couldn't relocate, and she was unable to find a job locally. In fact, she'd been looking for work for 6 months. Now, that's different than today's story because there's lots of jobs and opportunities for pharmacists, so you won't find yourself in that predicament. But her financial situation at the time was not good, and she was lamenting that although she loved pharmacy, the time had come to consider a different career. Her exact words to me were, "Dr. Hogue, you know everybody. Can't you please help me find something I can do in pharmacy?" I really did want to help her. So I started to ask her some questions with her permission, and I said, since you graduated from pharmacy school, which had been 10 years prior, have you been a member of your state pharmacy association? And she said, no, I haven't. And then I asked, have you been a member of APHA? And she said, well, when I was a student, I was a member of APHA, but I guess I just didn't think about it, and I've not been a member since I've been licensed. I asked if she'd attended any pharmacy association meeting anywhere, any local meeting, state meeting, national meeting. She said no. And here's the thing, life can get very busy. It is busy. You're going to graduate, marry, if you haven't already, start a family, buy a house. Pretty soon, your time is going to get scheduled down to the minute. And those association meetings seem to start to seem like something you can just push off to the side. Oh, maybe you tell yourself that that's something you'll do when the kids are out of the house, or maybe when you're retired, or maybe you don't even think about them at all. I told this former student that, of course, I was going to help her, but I needed her to do something for me. So I asked her to hang up the phone, go to the website of her state pharmacy association, and pay her membership dues. And once she did that, she could call me back and I'd do everything I could to help her. So I connected her to the state pharmacy executives, and my friends, within 2 weeks, she had a job offer that she'd been looking for. She has since maintained her membership in the State Pharmacy Association of Tennessee and is now a member of APHA again. Now, I don't tell you this story to pat myself on the back. I have no magical formula here. But to proffer a warning, this is a very easy trap to fall into. Very easy. It's called professional isolation. And it happens to many people in our profession. There are no shortcuts to building relationships and professional networks. As much as you might want it to, LinkedIn won't do it. Instagram won't do it. X or Twitter or whatever the latest thing is won't do it. You have to do the work. You have to want it. Businesses downsize and close. Corporations change their priorities. Hospitals make different decisions. Life throws you curveballs. You've got to figure out how to catch them. What matters in these difficult times is a professional network willing to help and support you. And pharmacy has got one of the best that exists. Our networks are great. Pharmacists hold each other up. They support each other. We help each other when we fall. Pharmacists will always support their colleagues in the trenches. And the worth of the professional network is truly more valuable than any gold or emerald or ruby. One of the reasons that so many pharmacists today, I believe, report dissatisfaction with their work environment is because they have no professional network. Social media is their only outlet. They've not been a member of anything. They've not taken any time to invest in their relationships with other pharmacists and leaders. And folks, I'm just giving you a warning. This is a big mistake. It really is. You become isolated. The only other pharmacist you know is your partner. If you're in community practice, if you're in health system practice, maybe you've got 8 or 10 pharmacists that you interact with on a regular basis, and that's it. And if you don't expand your network, you will not be prepared when those difficult circumstances hit. And I'm going to tell you, you're an awfully fortunate person if you go for 40 or 50 years in a career and not have a sidewinder come out of nowhere. Okay, it happens. Plug in. Get to know people virtually at first. Make a commitment to yourself. You may not have the time to invest as much early in your career, but decide to attend a state pharmacy association meeting or a national association meeting at least every other year. I'd argue that you should do it every year. In fact, my kids thought for years that vacation meant pharmacy association meeting. They had no idea that there was a difference between the two. So what I'm telling you is that before you know it, if you'll prioritize just taking very small steps of something you can control, an investment in your future, that will make you a better pharmacist. And the better pharmacist you are, the more you're able to take care of your patients. And you know what? I found out from your dean today that your university has made an investment in your future. You all are members of APHA and will be members of APHA through 2026 because of the investment in your first-year pharmacy career as a member of APHA. That is a pretty good opportunity. It is, however, only an opportunity. If you don't do anything with it, it wasn't worth it. So will you do something with it? Will you actually take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you? I hope so. I hope that you will. In closing, I just want to say thank you for giving your profession, your brain, and your heart. I know that you've gone through a journey here, and it's been difficult. It's not been easy. And I know that you're tired, and there are some of you who are a little bit afraid of what the future holds, and so you've got this whole bind up of emotions that you're feeling, but the biggest one today is joy. And I just urge you to remember that this joy that you feel today, this love of humanity, this love of science, this love of service to others needs to carry you through for the future. Congratulations once again, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Hogue, for these inspiring remarks and for sharing your personal stories. This is the moment we all have been waiting for. This is the moment that the class of 2025 will receive their academic hoods. So, class, please start lining up. Our graduates have selected several faculty representatives to assist with hooding. Dean McKinnon and Dr. Mike the Bishop, please step forward and take your positions. We do ask our guests to please hold your applause until all students have been hooded. Thank you. Aryan Adidiji. Brianna Albi. Marwan Al-Ahmoud. Rudin Banushi. Adrian Bartolini. Rina Beltran. Ryan Borsnick. Melissa Bruckner. Odelise : Adam Kraus, concentration in entrepreneurship and leadership. Morgan Doofer. Jennifer Erickson. Liliana Galvan, population health concentration. Sarah Graham, specialized pharmacy practice concentration. Thank you, Dr. DeBishop. Ms. Kelcher, please come forward to read the next few names.
Zoe Green, concentration in specialized pharmacy practice. Riley Hall, concentration in specialized pharmacy practice. Madeline Hakela. Elena Hoffbauer, concentration in specialized pharmacy practice. Brandon Johnson. Loveney Kaur. Ashley Kanuter. Caitlin Larson, concentration in entrepreneurship and leadership. Anna Little. Jack Linus, concentration in specialized pharmacy practice. Brendan Ugabuke. Megan Oliver. Sage Orlovsky, concentration in specialized pharmacy practice. Devontae Parker.
Now I would like to ask Dr. Matthew Letitia to take your position on the stage and hood the next group of graduates. Priya Patel. Michael Coranta. Yashvi Raval. Alexis Rocha. Soreen Ruff, specialized pharmacy practice concentration. Syed Sahraiyan. Sophia Schulte. Kathleen Soter. Aaron Stange, specialized pharmacy practice concentration. Tyler Tao. Diana Victory, Population Health Concentration. Jordan Weber. Thomas J. Wojciechowski Jr. John Yang. Thank you, Dr. Letitia and Dean McKinnon. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2025. Class of 2025, remember that the hood you wear today symbolizes not only your academic achievement, but your entry into a noble profession, a profession that embodies the values of compassion, integrity, and service to others. And now I invite Dean McKinnon to introduce Dr. Jordan Dow to lead the oath.
Thank you, Dr. Alfai. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Jordan Dow, Vice President and Chief Pharmacy Officer of Frederick in the Medical College of Wisconsin and Assistant Dean in the School of Pharmacy, to lead the class of 2025 in the Oath of a Pharmacist. As you can see from his biography in the program, Jordan was a member of the Frederick in the Medical College of Wisconsin Department of Pharmacy for some time, then most recently spent 6 years at Mayo Clinic as a Regional Director of Pharmacy. He returned to Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin in 2022, which, in my opinion, is a top 10 academic medical center Department of Pharmacy in the country that trains over 45 pharmacy residents annually. He was then duly appointed as one of our 3 assistant deans for our clinical partners in the School of Pharmacy. I can tell you that with his appointment and through his collegiality and friendship, we have continued to elevate the partnership between our organizations in advancing the roles of pharmacists through education, training, and practice-based research initiatives. Dr. Dow, please come forward to lead the Oath of the Pharmacist, the PharmD class of 2025.
Well, good afternoon. Dean McKinnon gave me a little space to make a couple comments, so I'll do that briefly, and then just absolutely thrilled, blessed and honored to have a chance to lead our new graduates through the oath here shortly. The 2 highlights I want to share, and just really items to celebrate, connect to items Dean McKinnon just touched on. One is I'm blessed to lead a team of amazing individuals, over 1,000 people that work in the Department of Pharmacy across the street and across the Frederick Health Network. And those individuals, some of you are in the room right now. Many of them right now are in our pharmacies, in care areas, in clinics, taking care of patients. And that's what they get out of bed every morning to do. And they're an absolutely amazing team. I could never argue with Dean McKinnon and saying the top 10, maybe the top 5. I don't know, maybe we'll move it up a little bit, but it's certainly in the top 10. But it's truly a phenomenal honor to lead that group. And part of the reason I want to highlight that group is because so many of them have invested in our students and and our students have connected with them, whether it's in the classroom, in labs, on rotation, as IPPs or APPs. Many of our staff are plugged in to the MCW School of Pharmacy, and it's a beautiful relationship. We're so fortunate to have many of the faculty from MCW and our learners spending time with our Freighted Health staff too. So I want to make sure just to highlight that and celebrate my team that I'm so fortunate to get to lead. And then the other thing I want to highlight in connection with that, Dean McKinnon touched on it. We have over 40 residents that we train every year, every day, walk in our hallways. We offer over 400 student rotations a year as well. And so it's a team of individuals who are committed to not only taking care of patients, but also committed to advancing learning, whether it's education, research, discovery, and helping create really the future of medicine and helping prepare the next generation of pharmacists. So love the synergy, love the partnership. And I know Dr. Conkle, who's in the audience with me, he'll be up here in a few minutes. He helps lead the Freighter team with me. He and I could not be more aligned with Dean McKinnon and the School of Pharmacy faculty about what we think student training should look like, student education, and really pharmacy practice at the end of the day, which is really what creates a beautiful partnership and makes it a ton of fun for me to get to interact with the school. With all that said, the important part, I would now like to ask the class of 2025 to stand to take their oath. I'm also happy to invite those of you who are pharmacists to stand and renew your oath with us. We will read it together in just a moment. Class of 2025, please raise your right hand and read the oath along with me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will treat all patients with dignity and respect and will not discriminate against any patient. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Congratulations, class of 2025. And please take your seats.
Thank you, Dr. Dow. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Jennifer Erickson, class of 2025 president, to give the class remarks. Jenna?
Thank you, Dr. Alalfi. Class of 2025, it's so hard to put into words what our last 3 years have entailed, but I'm going to give you one. Check mark. Yes, that tiny symbol we have come to know so well, or maybe some of you prefer the cross-out method. It started years ago. We checked boxes when we passed our driver's test, completed high school, got accepted into pharmacy school. Then during pharmacy school, it was a never-ending list of check marks. And looking ahead, immunization certification, white coat ceremony, start of IPPI clinical rotations, surviving each OSCE not one, but 2 diabetic foot exams, leadership roles, pinning ceremony, each APPI block, and for some of us, the dreaded MPJE. A neat little check mark, done, completed, onward. These next 2 days, we put a check mark beside one of the biggest milestones of all, graduation. The thing about check marks is that they give the impression that something is finished, But in reality, every box we've checked has opened a dozen more. The check mark next to Farm D is just one in a long series that life will continue to hand us. Some we will chase, others we will stumble upon. Some boxes we can't check right away, such as mastering a specialty or navigating change in healthcare, and that's okay. Life is not just about checking off boxes, it's about why we check them. It's about showing up every day for our patients, advocating for better care, collaborating with other professionals, continuing to learn even after the exams stop. Our worth isn't defined by how many boxes we've checked, but how we show up when the boxes are blank. There is one thing for certain I know about our cohort. We are ambitious. We take every empty box to check as a challenge. We were a class always looking to be involved, eager to learn and help. And I hope at some point these next few days, we can all think back to the boxes created that we didn't have planned, but we were able to check them off, or the boxes waiting yet to be achieved. Personally, my next is retirement. But I know we all will do great things, and today is just the start of a long list of empty boxes. To our faculty, staff, and mentors, thank you for guiding us and sharing your knowledge. To our families, thank you for believing in us, even when we doubted ourselves. And to my fellow graduates, thank you for the study tips, the laughter, and reminders that we weren't in it alone. Thank you all, and congratulations.
Thank you, Jenna. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Rachel Savage. Dr. Savage is a graduate of our own pharmacy school, class of 2021. She's a pediatric pharmacist at Children's Wisconsin. I would like to invite her to welcome our graduates to the Medical College of Wisconsin Marquette Medical Alumni Association. Rachel.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be up here right now. I have this overwhelming want to break out and dance, but my boss is here somewhere, so I'll hold that all back. Class of 2025, friends and family. It's an honor to be here today celebrating the achievements of the MCW School of Pharmacy class of 2025. Like Dr. Alfie said, my name is Dr. Rachel Savage, and I graduated from the School of Pharmacy here in 2021. Currently, I serve as a pediatric pharmacist at Children's Wisconsin, focusing on general pediatrics and mental health. I'd love to share a few quick words with our graduates. More than just completing a program, you've stepped into a profession rooted in service. In every setting, whether in a hospital, community pharmacy, industry, or administrative work, pharmacists are being called to do more and advocate fiercely for their role in patient care. You're entering the field at a time of real need and opportunity. There are barriers to care, disparities in outcomes, and gaps in trust. As pharmacists, you'll meet people where they are, in moments of uncertainty and vulnerability, in systems that don't always feel personal, and in lives that can be deeply complex. You may be the first voice of reassurance, maybe the last line of protection, but you'll always be as a source of expertise and compassion. You'll be faced with challenges in the year to come, but you won't face them alone. You're now part of the MCW alumni community, a growing network of people who understand the value of science, education, and empathy. This place and the people here will continue to be a source of support for you. Whether it's mentorship, lifelong learning, or just staying connected, know that your alma mater is invested in your continued success. For friends and family in the room, I've been lucky enough to work with all of the graduates here today in their didactic work, labs, on rotation, really long hours. Every graduate here knows that my favorite component of teaching or precepting is encouraging learners to participate, so I get to do that one more time. Pharmacy school is no small feat. It pushes us past what we thought that we could do, and I want to recognize all of you one more time for everything that you've put into being a successful pharmacist. You guys saw you got to sit down for a second, but that's not how I roll. So graduates, if you have pulled an all-nighter or gotten 2 to 3 hours of sleep max because you're studying for an exam, preparing for an OSCE or lab, applying for jobs, residency, fellowship, stand up. I thought that one would get most people up right away. That's good news for me. If you have canceled plans, rearranged plans, maybe missed a family function or left something early because you had to study, get ready for a lab, please stand up. The rest of them should be coming. If you have had to make any change to your work life, whether that be decreasing, leaving your work to focus on your job or to focus on your pharmacy school, please stand up. Is everybody up yet? I got a couple more, but I can keep. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, everybody here standing is going to make a really positive impact in this world. So as you walk across this stage today and tomorrow, know that you're ready to lead, to serve, and to make a difference. We're proud of you, we're behind you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Everybody, please give them a round of applause for everything that they've done and will continue to do. Congratulations. I don't get any more time, so you guys can all.
Thank you, Dr. Savage. And now I would like to invite Ms. Sierra Beckers to come to the lectern and lead our award ceremony.
Good afternoon, students, family members, staff, faculty, and friends joining us in Milwaukee and virtually. Welcome to the Class of 2025 Award Ceremony. My name is Sierra Beckers, and I'm the Program Manager for Experiential Education, but today I'm here in my capacity as Chair of the MCW School of Pharmacy Awards and Citations Committee. We have wonderful students who over the past 3 years have accomplished tremendous feats inside and outside of the classroom. It's a privilege to recognize their many accomplishments. We know that this class will continue to achieve wonderful successes within the pharmacy profession and beyond well after graduation. Before we begin, I would like to thank the Awards and Citations Committee for their work reviewing the many nominations we received this year and doing the very difficult task of choosing our winners. Also, my thanks go out to our award sponsors, clinical partners, and those who have helped behind the scenes. Thank you. Today, as awards are presented, we will announce the award and ask the recipient to come forward to collect their award and take a photo. If it's an award with multiple recipients, we'll wait until everyone is here on stage to take the group picture. And then I'll collect the awards after the photo, but you will get them back. They will be available in the front lobby immediately after the ceremony. Without further ado, let's get started. I'd like to first invite Dr. Stacy Reed, Assistant Dean of Experiential Education, up to the podium to announce our 3 Preceptor of the Year awards.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to present our Preceptor of the Year awards. First, we recognize our Interdisciplinary Colleague of the Year. This award recognizes an individual, group of individuals, or organization who has made significant contributions to the School of Pharmacy, having a positive impact on education, research, or clinical service partnerships. This recognition is a testament to outstanding contributions and dedication to fostering interdisciplinary cooperation and teamwork among colleagues and peers. The commitment to interdisciplinary collaboration from this year's recipient is evident, with him being nominated 2 years in a row by students in 2 separate classes. This year, we recognize Dr. Michael Potnick, Medical Lead at the Beloit Community Health Center. Dr. Potnick, please join me. As he makes his way, I would like to share an excerpt from his nomination statement. As a mentor, Dr. Potnick goes above and beyond to ensure students gain hands-on experience in managing complex medication regimens while addressing social determinants of health. His ability to integrate clinical expertise with effective teaching strategies creates an enriching learning environment that empowers students to build confidence in their practice. Thank you for your dedication and contributions to fostering interdisciplinary collegiality within the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy. The Preceptor of the Year awards recognize pharmacists who embody the qualities, skills, and values of the ideal preceptor and exhibit a commitment to excellence in teaching and practice. Recipients serve as role models and are nominated by our students based on their commitment to patient care and student learning. The second award for this evening is the Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience, or APPE Preceptor of the Year. I'm happy to announce this year's recipient, Ms. Jill Schwartz, Outpatient Pharmacy Coordinator at Frederick Menominee Falls Outpatient Pharmacy. Jill, please join me. I would like to share an excerpt from the nomination statement. Her unwavering commitment to patients is evident in how she treats each individual as her own family, ensuring that no financial, logistical, or clinical barrier prevents them from receiving the best possible care. Jill is both respected and revered by colleagues and students alike for her leadership, mentorship, and warmth. Through her commitment to excellence in clinical education, Jill instills knowledge and the values of empathy, perseverance, and innovation to the next generation of pharmacists. Congratulations, Jill. The third award I will present tonight is for our Faculty Preceptor of the Year. I'm excited to announce Dr. Jake Dyer, Assistant Professor of Clinical Sciences, is our award recipient for the 2024-2025 academic year. If you want to come on down. I would like to share an excerpt from his nomination statement. Throughout my rotation, Dr. Dyer demonstrated strong clinical knowledge and deep empathy towards patients, which taught me numerous interpersonal skills. He regularly went above and beyond to help patients in ways such as following up on patient assistant programs or providing in-depth drug education. Dr. Dyer was clearly invested not just in his job as a teacher, but in how he could make a real impact in the lives of his students. Congratulations. Drs. Dyer, Potnick, and Ms. Schwartz, thank you all for your commitment to student learning. We truly appreciate all that you do. Now I'd like to invite Ms. Sierra Beckers back to the podium to begin the student awards and honors.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. As she said, we will now move into recognizing the class of 2025. I'd like to invite Dr. Zach Pape, Assistant Professor of Clinical Sciences and Faculty Advisor of the APHA Academy of Student Pharmacists, up to the podium to present our next award.
All right. Excellent. So one more time in front of the class of 2025, I'm really excited to be here with all of you, even more excited to present, let's not prevent it. The Senior Recognition Certificate in front of the CEO of none other than the American Pharmacists Association. So each spring, for those of you that don't know, the American Pharmacists Association honors one graduating member from each APHA ASP, so that's the Academy of Student Pharmacists, chapter with the Senior Recognition Certificate. The awarded student typically has made a significant contribution to their local chapter, and we can certainly say that is true of this student. Honorees are also recognized in the national stage within APHA's upcoming publications. At the Medical College of Wisconsin, we're a newer program, so we have a smaller cohort and a smaller chapter. That being said, I've been consistently impressed, along with Dr. Letitia, my co-advisor, with the dedication, the time, the innovation, and the creativity that this executive committee has put into expanding our chapter here. I've been consistently impressed with all of the EC members, and I think it's truly been a team effort. We deeply appreciate the energy, the leadership, and the commitment throughout. That being said, we can only offer one Senior Recognition Certificate. So while each member deserves some recognition, after careful consideration, we're proud to present this year's APHA Senior Recognition Certificate to Morgan Dufer, the class president, recognition of her exemplary leadership as the student elected president of APHA ASP chapter at MCW. Congratulations, Morgan, and congratulations to all of our graduating leaders that are upcoming.
Thank you, Dr. Pape, and congratulations, Morgan. The APPE Certificate of Merit recognizes our student pharmacists who consistently earned high levels of distinction during their clinical rotations. All of the following students received honors for 50% or more of the clinical rotations, and in their high performance have been excellent ambassadors for our school and the healthcare community. We ask if you hear your name to please come forward. Jennifer Erickson, Sarah Graham, Madeline Hakela, Caitlin Larson, Anna Little, John Linus, Michael Quaranta, Kathleen Soder, and Jordan Weber. Well, that was fun. All right, at this time, I invite our faculty advisor of the American Society of Health System Pharmacists, Student Society, Dr. Rachel Kavanaugh, to the stage to present our next award.
Hello, everyone. First off, congratulations on completing all of those diabetic foot exams. Sorry, not sorry, but good job. So the ASHP Student Society Officer Recognition Award recognizes that student pharmacists from the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy that served as the president during their second didactic year. The award honors the recipient's hard work and contribution to fulfilling the recognition requirements put out by ASHP and that national affiliate association. For the class of 2025, this award goes to Liliana Galvin. Liliana exemplifies, give me 1 second and then you can clap, exemplifies the qualifications for this award with her extensive service involvement. Among many other events, I had a hard time picking just a couple, but she coordinated multiple leadership workshops from admin residence and presentations on ASHP Pharmacy Leadership Academy program. She also helped develop the Wellness Walk series in conjunction with the MCW School of Pharmacy Wellness Committee to help promote health and wellness and peaceful exploration of Milwaukee's lakefront communities. So now, please join me in congratulating Liliana.
Liliana, can you stay here? Oh. I'm going to make you feel awkward because you get the next one too. Congratulations, Liliana. And if you'd like to stay here for a moment, I will next be presenting the Fostering Healthy Communities Award. The Fostering Healthy Communities Award recognizes a student pharmacist who embodies the School of Pharmacy vision of advancing the health of our communities through innovative pharmacy education, continuous public and professional service, and diverse scholarly collaborations. Congratulations, Liliana. Liliana exemplifies the spirit of the Fostering Healthy Communities Award through her leadership development of educational programs addressing health disparities and dedicated volunteer service at community clinics. Her work reflects a deep commitment to advancing community health through education, service, and inclusive engagement. Congratulations. All right. Our next award is the Friends of the Medical College of Wisconsin Service Award. The Friends of the Medical College of Wisconsin, established in 1969, is a dynamic philanthropic organization that supports the educational, scientific, and charitable activities of MCW. Its members recognize that a sacrifice of time, a personal commitment, and a selfless dedication are components necessary to enhance the lives of others. This award is presented by the Friends to graduating students in appreciation for outstanding service to the MCW community. We ask if you hear your name to please come forward. Jennifer Erickson, Riley Hall, and Anna Little. The recipients of the Friends of MCW Service Award have demonstrated outstanding leadership and service throughout their time at MCW. Through their involvement in the Pharmacy Student Alliance, mentorship, committee leadership, and contributions to community health initiatives, they've played an integral role in enhancing both the student experience and patient care. Their dedication to fostering collaboration, shaping the curriculum, and representing MCW at national events reflects a deep commitment to advancing the mission of the School of Pharmacy and supporting the MCW community. Congratulations. Our next award will be presented by Director of Pharmacy with Freighter at the Medical College of Wisconsin, Dr. Justin Conkle.
Got to look at the script here. So good afternoon, everybody. If you're like me, I've been checking the radar for that baseball-size hail. I think we're going to be okay. So hang in there. So I have the opportunity in my day job to also come and teach these fine folks. You clean up well. Our class is usually on a Tuesday morning, so you can imagine how they roll out of bed and roll into the class. This is impressive. Keep it up, you guys. As I like to say, fake it till you make it, right? There you go. The Freighter in the Medical College of Wisconsin Advancing Pharmacy Practice Award is presented to one student who has excelled academically in the classroom and on rotation through professional organizational involvement and who is pursuing postgraduate residency training. This recipient this year, I got a couple comments from her boss, which is not me, and some of the preceptors and pharmacists that have worked alongside of her. So I think a couple things to note is that this individual is already thinking and acting like a pharmacist, has strong documentation skills, comprehensive approaches to patients, has received multiple recognitions for her work, including a recognition from a pharmacist that said, "Your attention to detail, commitment to patient safety do not go unnoticed. It allows us to work at the top of our license and provide the best patient care possible." This individual also has really kind of provided a lot of feedback on how do we continue to improve our internship program, is a trainer of our next incoming intern class, and really has just continued to excel within our practice site at Freighter in the Medical College of Wisconsin. Had the opportunity to work with the good Dr. Larson over the last couple of years and was able to actually present and kind of give a message at the Rokai ceremony, and was, again, has been impressed from her performance all through the years, and then also had the opportunity to meet her family. So again, kudos to the family, right? But they've taught you a few things too along the way, I can tell from my conversations with Mom. So good job, Mom. So Caitlin, why don't you come on down? Congratulations on this award.
Congratulations, Caitlin, and thank you, Dr. Conkle. Our next award will be presented by Director of Pharmacy at Children's Wisconsin and Assistant Dean of Pediatrics for the MCW School of Pharmacy, Dr. Megan Ossie.
I'm here to present the Children's Wisconsin Pediatric Student Achievement Award. Children's Wisconsin Pediatric Student Achievement Award is presented to one student who has contributed to the practice of pediatric pharmacy and who has excelled both academically and through professional organization involvement. I don't have a weather forecast for you, but I do want to say that I fully support Dancy and Rachel, so
feel free to take the stage, but especially on such an exciting occasion as today, so congratulations. This year, we are pleased to honor Sarah Graham with the Children's Wisconsin Pediatric Student Achievement Award. Here's a little background on Sarah. Soon after enrolling at MCW, she joined our team as a pharmacy technician at Skywalk Pharmacy. In this role, she has been a valued team member and contributed significantly to the care we provide, serving a key role as problem solver when staffing on weekends. And in her API rotation, she jumped in and took ownership of any task assigned to her and identified new ways to expand on the originally assigned project. Her contributions as both a team member and student ensured that our patients received the best and safest care that will positively impact their health for years to come. So congratulations, Sarah. Thank you so much. Our next award will be presented by Chief of Pharmacy at the Clement J. Zablocki VA Medical Center and Assistant Dean with the MCW School of Pharmacy, Dr. Kimberly Bell.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, no weather forecast, nor do I have any dancing employees here. But I do have the Clement J. Zablocki Veterans Affairs Student Achievement Award, which is presented to the student from the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy who has excelled both academically and through professional involvement and is pursuing postgraduate residency training. I'm happy to announce Adam Kraus as this year's winner. Adam has demonstrated exceptional dedication and initiative throughout his rotations at the Milwaukee VA. His impactful work on optimizing immunotherapy for veterans, including a well-researched presentation to the Hematology Oncology Department, has the potential to enhance both treatment efficacy and patient quality of life. In addition, Adam consistently delivered high-quality clinical care, showcased outstanding organizational and leadership skills, and contributed to process improvement initiatives across departments. His proactive approach, strong communication, and commitment to excellence make him a deserving recipient of the honor. Congratulations, Adam.
Congratulations, Adam, and thank you, Dr. Bell. Our next award for this evening will be presented by Assistant Professor, Director of Outreach, and Chair of our Interprofessional Education Committee, Professor Karen McKinnon.
Congratulations, class of 2025. For the audience, just so you know, interprofessional education is really embedded within our curriculum. So early on, our students learn how to work with, for, and collaborate with other healthcare professionals. So early on, they're going to be working with medical interpreters, physicians, as well as dietitians. And so this is a way for us to really teach them how to be a good communicator, how to provide values and ethics of other healthcare providers, as well as communication skills. So within the School of Pharmacy, we have an IPE committee, and we ask the preceptors for our students that also have an opportunity to go out onto rotations with a preceptor who's not a pharmacist. So you could have a rotation with a dietitian who might be helping your patients with diabetes. So that this is a great way of learning all of the really important aspects of our healthcare providers to our patient. So the Interprofessional Education Committee has recognized a graduating pharmacy student who's embodied the core values of interprofessional collaboration in education, scholarship, and practice. This year's recipient is Sophia Schulte. Sophia, by her nominating pharmacist, is Chris Lendenberger, says, Sophia is a truly exception, API student while on rotations at Children's Wisconsin. She always displayed a very professional demeanor and positive attitude. Sophia had a good work ethic and was a quick learner when it comes to rotation requirements and expectations. Welcome.
We're gonna skip ahead one, if you don't mind. Nobody look. Up next, we have a regional award from the Wisconsin State Pharmacy Society. This award is presented by Dr. Sarah Sorum, CEO and Executive Vice President for the Pharmacy Society of Wisconsin. Good afternoon. As Sierra said, my name is Sarah Sorum. I'm a pharmacist and the full-time CEO of the Pharmacy Society of Wisconsin, our state's professional association for pharmacists. And on behalf of the members of the Pharmacy Society of Wisconsin, congratulations, class of 2025. We're so excited that you're joining us within this amazing profession. It's my great honor to be here with you to celebrate and mark this occasion. As Dr. Savage said, we have to help each other out. And as I made my way up here, Dr. Savage said, when she was presenting, she's like, can you help me out if I fall? Well, the Pharmacy Society of Wisconsin is here to help you out when you fall. We're here to be your professional network, your professional home. As our graduation gift to you, we're providing you with the next year of PSW membership. All you need to do is go online and sign up if you haven't done that already. So now I'd like to present the Pharmacy Society of Wisconsin Student Achievement Award. We acknowledge that students are the future of our profession. PSW sponsors this annual award, which includes recognition of a Doctor of Pharmacy graduate demonstrating leadership in student organizations, service to the profession of pharmacy and the community, participation in PSW-sponsored activities, and demonstration of sound clinical skills through high academic achievement. This award includes an annual meeting, complimentary registration, so we hope to see you here in Milwaukee this fall. The 2025 PSW Student Achievement Award recipient for MCW goes to Zoe Green. Had a little spoiler there. All right, so our next award is the Inclusive Excellence Award. The Inclusive Excellence Award recognizes student pharmacists' accomplishments in exemplifying MCW's values of being inclusive, caring for others, and treating all with respect. This year's winners are Ariane Adiji and Liliana Galvan. Liliana and Ariane have demonstrated exceptional leadership throughout their time at MCW. As co-leads of one of our task forces, they have organized numerous events and initiatives, fostering a more inclusive environment within the MCW School of Pharmacy. Their dedication extended beyond campus leadership with impactful service at the Bread of Healing Clinic and collaborative research on cultural intelligence, which earned recognition as finalists for the Best Trainee Poster at the AACP Pharmacy Education Conference. Through their work on projects that address cultural intelligence and promote inclusive practices, Liliana and Ari have also empowered their peers to embrace these values in their clinical and academic work. Their ongoing efforts are a testament to their passion for creating positive, lasting change in both the MCW community and the broader healthcare environment. Congratulations. All right. Our MCW School of Pharmacy prides itself on innovation and advancing medical knowledge. We therefore created the Student Pharmacist Research Dissemination Award. The Student Pharmacist Research Dissemination Award recognizes an MCW student pharmacist who has contributed significantly to the scholarly field during their time in the program. This year's award goes to Anna Little. All right, I'm going to say some big words. Anna Little is receiving the Student Pharmacist Research Dissemination Award for her exceptional research on the stability and potency of expired oral hypoglycemic medications. Her project, HPLC Determination of Pharmaceutical Strength of Expired Oral Hypoglycemics, investigates whether expired medications can be safely used, potentially reducing waste and improving access to essential diabetes medications for underserved communities. This research earns the best abstract overall at the MCW School of Pharmacy 2024 Research Forum and is currently under review for publication. Anna's dedication to research, patient care, and community impact makes her a highly deserving recipient of this award. Congratulations. All right. Our next award, and the one that comes in the largest box, is the Viatris Excellence in Pharmacy Award. The Viatris Excellence in Pharmacy Award recognizes the high academic achievement and personal motivation of top students in pharmacy schools throughout the U.S. Recipients achieve academic excellence, demonstrate high personal motivation, and possess a unique ability to communicate drug information. This year's recipient is Sarah Graham. One of Sarah's preceptors shared the following. A specific example of her excellence occurred during a rotation where she encountered a patient with rhabdomyolysis, a condition she had limited exposure to. Taking initiative, Sarah thoroughly researched the disease state and identified an atypical presentation that suggested an alternative diagnosis. She communicated her findings and pharmacotherapy recommendations to the healthcare team, which were accepted and positively impacted the patient's care. This level of critical thinking, clinical expertise, and dedication to learning sets Sarah apart, as she consistently demonstrated this high quality performance in all aspects of her rotation. Her drive, communication skills, and commitment to patient care make her a perfect candidate for this award. Congratulations. Got a cool snake on it. All right. So our final award is a highly competitive national award selected outside of the School of Pharmacy. And while I read a little bit about it, I'd like to invite Dr. Rachel Koch and anyone else who helps write this nomination statement up to the podium. The United States Public Health Service Excellence in Public Health Pharmacy Award, or USPHS, was established to recognize a student pharmacist who makes significant contributions to public health. This includes advancing the objectives of Healthy People 2030, the Surgeon General's priorities, and the pharmacy profession. If I can brag for a moment, this year, the USPHS received nominations from 89 schools of pharmacy, and of those 89 students, only 10 were selected for the award. The MCW School of Pharmacy is honored to have had one of our students recognized for this award in every single graduating class in the history of our program. This is a true testament to the foundation of our program, as community engagement is one of our core pillars. This year's recipient is Liliana Galvan. Liliana is highly deserving of the USPHS Excellence in Public Health Pharmacy Award for her outstanding commitment to increasing diversity and equity in healthcare. She played a pivotal role in the development and implementation of the Pre-Pharmacy Scholars Program at MCW, which exposes high school students from diverse backgrounds to the pharmacy profession. Through her leadership, Liliana helped organize events, mentored students, and delivered interactive, hands-on learning experiences such as the Life of a Pill activity. Her dedication to fostering inclusivity in the healthcare field and inspiring the next generation of pharmacists is evident in the success of the program and the lasting impact it had on its participants. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of the award recipients and to the entire class of 2025. Let's give them all one more round of applause. At this time, I ask Dean McKinnon to please come back to the podium for his closing remarks.
And again, I really want to thank the Awards and Citations Committee, our faculty and staff, and Ms. Sierra Beckers for putting together another excellent awards program here that highlights our student achievements upon graduation here, but more importantly, what they've done for 3 years with us in terms of embodying that culture of what we want to have exemplified upon our graduates. And I think it's been demonstrated today. There certainly were a number of other recognitions with honor cords that were in the booklet. I encourage you to look at those and recognize those individuals as well. So as we conclude the symbolic hood and ceremony and awards program, remember that success is not measured in hours worked or prescriptions filled. It's measured in the lives of others touched and impacted. In the words of President Theodore Roosevelt, no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. You are the medication experts ready to give personalized care via point-of-care testing, pharmacogenomics, and other pharmacy services not yet even imagined in your professional careers. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. Look around. There are many present here today and others not that impacted your journey. So let's take a moment to acknowledge them before we conclude. And so with that, I also like our faculty to stand to be recognized. Please stand, faculty. And preceptors that are here as well. And along with that, our staff to stand and be recognized as well. Please, our staff that have been involved. There we go. So to the class of 2025, you are and always will be part of the School of Pharmacy, Pharmally, as we like to say. And to memorialize your accomplishments on behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Pharmacy, there will be a mortar and pestle outside on a table with each of your names engraved upon it. Let this serve as a reminder to all that you have accomplished in your time here with us in the School of Pharmacy. And oh yes, your work is not done. In fact, it's just begun. Think NAPLEX, for some of you MPGE, for you others, other boards across this great country of ours. Down the line, board certifications and other requisite credentials that you may pursue. And as we embody the words of Aristotle, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. So go forth and begin those critical habits. Thank you again for the privilege to have been served as your founding dean of the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy. Dr. Elfi?
All right, I'm back. Well, it's the final stretch. We only have 1 more hour to go. Kidding, just 2 minutes. All right, class of 2025, on behalf of the MCW Pharmacy School, our heartiest congratulations. As you move forward into a world that needs your knowledge and compassion, I want to leave you with 3 words: determination, discipline, and dedication. Determination brought you here to our School of Pharmacy, and you persevered through the challenges, the accelerated hectic pharmacy program, but let that same fire guide you when things get rough, because they will get rough. Discipline keeps you going. In a field of accuracy, consistency, and continual learning, discipline is the quiet force behind your service to your patients. Always remember that. And finally, dedication, the heart of our profession. Pharmacy is not just a career, it's a calling. So step into your next chapter and hold on to the 3 Ds. It's time to make your mark. Go out there and don't just make a living, make a difference. Work hard, be kind, and as I always say, have fun. Congratulations, class of 2025. All right, this concludes our hooding and awards ceremony. What's next? The faculty will exit first, followed by all our guests. Students, graduates, and all of the awardees, please stay in your seats for pictures. All award winners, preceptors, faculty remain in the auditorium. After the pictures, graduates, please pick up your mortar and pestle like Dean McKinnon mentioned, join your family, and lead them to the Alumni Center for our reception. Congratulations, class of 2025. It was a pleasure teaching you and having you at our campus. Thank you.